Tell me you're liberal without telling me that you're liberal. Protesters supported Mahmoud and occupied Trump Tower lobby on March 13th, 2025. Shout out to everybody watching. Drop your comments down below. We're going to get into this video here in a minute. About 150 protesters supporting Mahmoud I don't know why I said it like that, occupied the lobby of Trump Towers in Manhattan on 5th Street. And this video was sent over to me. I thought I'd react to it. Tell me you're liberal without telling me you're liberal. Let's go.
Pro-terrorist, anti-Semitic, and anti-American activity. I do want to see if we have any more shots. We do have one outside here as I continue to read to you. You can see protesters are also outside the building. Let's turn up the sound here and listen in really quickly.
Why you're here today?
I'm here because my grandparents were Holocaust survivors, and growing up I was always told about their experience in the Holocaust and my family that died in the Warsaw Ghetto. And what we're seeing right now in Gaza is a genocide. And I was always taught growing up to fight any genocide wherever it was happening. And what we're seeing is that the Trump regime is continuing the genocide in Gaza and attacking our freedom of speech here in the U.S.
And before we jump back into this video, you could tell right here, we got the lady with the purple hair. We got people still wearing masks.
Our freedom of speech here in the U.S.
You think, guys, drop it down in the comments section. We already know. But can you identify a liberal when they're walking down the street? No toss, no judgment, anything like that, please. But the lady had purple hair. You know, if you go into a micro brewery or a micro coffee shop or like coffee brewery barista, she got purple hairs and the big things in her ears, tattoos on her neck. You know what's going on. You know what time it is.
And that was just outside of Trump Tower, but I did want to bring you back to this image, as it does look like some people may be getting arrested right now inside of the lobby of Trump Tower. Again, this is all in protest here of the effort to deport a pro-Palestinian Columbia University activist. And we are also getting some social media reaction in from Tom Homan. The borders are listening.
Protester against Israeli action in Palestine. I think you know you've maybe crossed some kind of fundamental value for America. What's your name again? Morgan Spector.
How do you spell it?
M-O-R-G-A-N-S-B-E-C-T-O-R.
Hi, here he is. Hi, could you come over to me? What's your name?
Here's the next interview.
Can I get your name for the camera?
Yes, my name is India. What's your name?
David.
David, it's very nice to meet you.
Bro.
I as in igloo, N as in Nancy, Z as in dog, Y as in yellow, A as in apple.
Excellent. So why are you here today?
Well, I joined my Jewish colleagues and friends and community members to stand up against the ways that Judaism is being weaponized against a population of vulnerable people. We see historically the ways that religion has been used and weaponized to persecute people who are already vulnerable. We've seen that in the civil rights movement. We're seeing it right now with trans people. And really, it's very upsetting and very sad and hurtful, to say the least, to see something so beautiful being weaponized and being used to justify something so horrible.
So you found it okay to walk into an establishment and cause chaos. And I'm gonna say chaos because, you know, they weren't breaking things, but they were disrupting the official daily routines of business by protesting inside the Trump Tower. So what you're saying here, lady, let's rewind.
It's very upsetting and very sad and hurtful to say the least, to see something so beautiful being weaponized and being used to justify something so horrible. And, you know, it's even more scary that this is something that the average person is still confused about. You know, most of us, the principles that we're raised on, the morals that we have about treating people justly, to be kind, to be considerate, to not make assumptions, to leave judgment to the Creator, all these things are lost. And in fact, people are using their faith now to cause harm and to hurt each other.
That seems a little hypocritical. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section, right?
So we're here to say not in our name, not in the name of Jews will we continue to cause harm, not in the name of Islam will we continue to cause harm, not in the name of Christianity we will continue to cause harm. And so we're here to raise our voices in solidarity with Mahmoud, who is being illegally detained, who is kidnapped by the United States government illegally. And, you know, they're trying to spin a story and say that his views for making sure that Palestinian families and unarmed civilians are safe from the persecution of Israel is in alignment with Hamas and terrorism. And so it's really, really confusing to see the ways that terrorism is being...
It's sad. This is sad. 150 protesters supported Mahmoud occupied the lobby of Trump Tower in Manhattan, 5th Street on Thursday, calling for the release of the anti-Israel activist who was detained over the weekend. This happened on March 13th. The protesters, many dressed up in red, held signs saying, "Free Mahmoud, free Palestine, fight Nazis, not students." Okay? It has come out and it has come to, I got to say this for the YouTube purposes, but presumably, right? A lot of these folks have been funded. A lot of the protesting movement have been funded by Soros-backed monies. Demonstrators of the group Jewish Voice for Peace protested inside Trump Tower in support of the Columbia graduate. Mahmoud will remain detained in Louisiana. And a lot of these folks got arrested. Reasonably so. Look at this guy yelling. I thought they were the party of joy. I thought they... Oh, man. For those of you that aren't familiar with the story, Mohammed, Syrian-born Palestinian who received his graduate degree from an Ivy League school in December, is fighting deportation after he was detained over the weekend by federal immigration agents in New York City. The 30-year-old was a driving force behind many anti-Israel protests, building takeovers and encampments that have plagued Colombia for many years. Had not been charged with any crimes tied to activism prior to his arrest. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. Drop it down in the comment section down below. Smash the like button, share, subscribe, and as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.